Hi folks, remember how Beijing was rooting for Joe Biden during the 2020 US presidential polls? And when he won the polls, they went head over heels. Biden has found love from the Chinese. Biden's address after being projected as a winner was viewed over 1 billion times on Weibo. And now we know why Biden is loved in China. For China, Biden is not just a soft US president. He is a backstabber who coerces democratic countries into towing China's line. Don't believe me? Well, you will once you listen to Lithuania's story. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Sanbir, and in this video I will tell you how Joe Biden is pressurizing Lithuania to follow the One China policy. Let's begin. You must have heard of Lithuania, a small Baltic country with a small population of just 2.8 million. The country was in news recently for allowing Taiwan to open a representative office in the country and smashing Beijing's One China policy. And then there was a predictable turn of events. The CCP reiterated the One China policy, bullied Lithuania, and the EU came to Lithuania's rescue. So, Lithuania was standing up to Chinese coercion and the EU was publicly backing up the small Baltic country. So far, so good. But then, Biden suddenly jumps in and comes up with a proposal for Lithuania: abandon Taiwan and bow before China. And guess what? I'm not sensationalizing this. This is what Biden has done: bullied Lithuania at China's behest. American diplomats reportedly recommended to Lithuanian officials that the name of the Taiwan representative office in Vilnius be changed to avoid China's wrath. In November, Taiwan had opened a representative office in Lithuania, and it is named the Taiwanese Representative Office in Lithuania. China was left stunned as a small EU country had seemingly endorsed the island nation of Taiwan at China's expense. And soon, Chinese President Xi Jinping went bonkers. He tried to coerce Lithuania into submission with threats of a trade war. But then, France-led EU responded with threats of sanctions in case of China going after Lithuania. Taiwan's representative offices are usually named after Taipei and are usually called economic and cultural offices rather than being described as representative offices. This gives a false sense of assurance to China regarding its narrative of Taiwan being a Chinese province that cannot have diplomatic relations with other states on its own. So, the Biden administration has effectively gone as far as telling Lithuania that it should cater to Beijing's ego and rename the Taiwanese representative office in Lithuania in line with the One China policy. Financial Times cited several people aware of the matter to report that Biden administration diplomats claimed that renaming the representative office will help Lithuania ease tensions with China. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for the National Security Council denied that the Biden administration had suggested a change in the name of the representative office. The spokesperson said, "Anyone who suggests otherwise is not reflecting actual discussions between the US and Lithuania." The American official added, "We respect and support Lithuania and Taiwan's efforts to enhance their ties and practical cooperation." The Biden administration can stay in a denial mode, but the fact remains that the US itself continues to cater to the One China policy. Last year, Taiwan had requested Washington, D.C. to make a change in the name of its de facto US embassy, but the Biden administration hasn't responded to that request till now, and the Taiwanese representative office in the US continues to be called the Taipei Economic and Cultural Representative Office in the United States. In fact, Lithuanian leadership may be already crumbling under Biden's pressure. On January 4th, Lithuanian President Gitanas Nausėda said that it was a mistake to allow Taiwan to use the word Taiwanese for the representative office's name. He had also suggested that he hadn't been consulted ahead of time. Meanwhile, a member of the European Parliament had then slammed our pathetic president for calling on Lithuania to bow down to the Chinese Communist Party after they called us dogs. You can't really blame Nausėda though. When you are the president of a small country and have two of the world's biggest bullies, Chinese President Xi Jinping and US President Joe Biden, cornering you, there is not much left to choose from, right? Biden has thus backstabbed the free world. The EU and French President Emmanuel Macron were showing China its place, but the Biden administration jumped in out of thin air and coerced Lithuania into towing Beijing's line.